Guten Morgen, FASHIONTECH Berlin. I'm Etienne Martin. I'm product manager at Lyst. I'm responsible for web and core user experience on Lyst. 6 months ago, I started to work on a project to try to see how we can bring the offline world into the online world. And quickly, I realized that mobile was core in this user journey, and I decided to get the help of Charles, who is our product manager for our app. But first, let me start with a question. Can you please raise your hand if you bought something in the offline world that you're wearing today on you? Great. So as you can see, a lot of people are buying stuff offline still, despite the fact that we are at FASHIONTECH Berlin. And today we will talk about your journey, about how you went from the online world to the offline world. So Lyst started 7 years ago. We spotted an opportunity in the US and realized that more and more people have different sources of inspiration. It was more and more cluttered from magazine, movie, TV, social networks such as Instagram, Snapchat, and influencer. But once they know what they want, how can they get it? Lyst was our answer. We help people find and buy more of the fashion they love. So how do we do that? We aggregate and structure 4 million products from the world top fashion brand and store in one single place. We help your users search fashion in one single place. So we see that in many other verticals, from fragmented merchant to consumer platform. You see that in the hotel industry with Trivago, in restaurant with OpenTable, with airline, with Kayak, property with Zoopla. With Lyst, we do exactly the same thing, but for fashion, brand, and stores. We work with more than 10,000 brands and retailers, including Saint Laurent, Mr. Porter, Net-a-Porter, Neiman Marcus, Topshop. So what's the user journey today? So many people have digital touchpoints. Actually, 60% of people who buy luxury fashion have digital touchpoints, search online, find their fashion online. But despite this huge volume, this huge market, in the luxury industry, only 8% of people actually buy online. And this trend is, the market is growing of online luxury fashion, but still in 2020, only 12% of people will actually buy online. This clearly highlights the importance of the in-store experience. The in-store experience is a key component of the customer journey. Why is that? It's quite simple. At Christmas, I decided to buy a scarf from Gucci for my wife. And I arrive at home with my beautifully packaged scarf. And the first thing she said is not thank you, is, oh my God, have you been to their store? And I don't know if you've been to a Gucci store, but the experience is absolutely amazing. It's like going to a museum. The atmosphere, the people there, they welcome you beautifully. It's just an incredible experience. And the people, when you arrive there, they welcome you, they sit you on a sofa, and they give you champagne. I could have brought some champagne as well to my wife, but there is no way I could have reproduced this experience in our flat in London. So today we see a lot of innovation in the online space to bring this offline world to the online world. It goes from live video, where shop assistant can show you their product in their store while you're behind your computer, to stylists who recommend you an entire wardrobe and deliver it to your door. And also a way of payment, such as try before you buy. So you can actually touch the product, try the product without even giving your credit card. And I don't know if you ever bought on Mr. Porter, Net-a-Porter, or the Outnet, but the experience is amazing. This is truly luxury delivery fashion. Someone arrives at your door with their suit and their bag, like you have in a store, and a beautifully packaged delivery where your name is written on it with personalization. So when clearly the offline world is coming to the online world, we believe there is still opportunity to create this seamless journey between people who search online and buy offline.
Good morning, everyone. So as Etienne just explained, we still see a lot of friction, and basically the experience you get from the offline world is very different from the online one, and vice versa. So we've basically asked ourselves, how do we create this sort of seamless shopping experience between both worlds that everyone is sort of talking about? And for us, it really turns around 2 points. The first one is about leveraging your data points. So you first need to leverage the online user data that you're getting offline. So that means that when people are interacting with your brands online on their website, then you need to leverage that when they come to the store. That will allow much more efficient transactions and interactions when they're actually with the sales assistant that can give them products that they've interacted in the past or that they're interested in. You also need to leverage this offline user data that you're getting online. So it means that when I'm back online, when I'm back at home and I'm going on the website, then I can just see the products I've looked at, I see the products that I've tried on, and then I can make much more meaningful interactions that are going to feel much more human because I'm going to have that feedback from what I've seen in the store. And the last point, not the least, is leverage all your offline product data online. So that means that even if you're an offline player, you need to have this presence online because of all the digital touch points that Etienne just mentioned. The second very important point is to leverage mobile as your primary platform. So, this is something that everyone knows, but just to give you a number, the global internet consumption in mobile is expected to be 4 times the time that people spend on their desktop in 2018. So obviously, mobile is a platform of choice for all of our users and consumers right now. What's also even more important for our industry is that 60% of online searches for retail are actually started on a mobile. So basically, mobile needs to be this sort of cement and founding stone for your omni-channel strategy. And why is that? It's because it's always on and it's very context-aware. So that means that you're going to be able to collect data points from every single step of the funnel, from the very inception and inspiration points when people interact with your product on the digital touch points, all the way down to the post-purchase when they go back from the store and come home and get some offers or some more content. And that means also that you'll be able to communicate on a one-to-one basis to all your users with this technology. And that will let you create some very retentive loops and bring them back again. So we sat down with Etienne and we were thinking about giving you a very concrete example of how we see this flow of the future arriving hopefully in the near future. And so let's say I would wake up one day and I need a new pair of boots because I'm going to speak at a FASHIONTECH conference. So I open Lyst, and then Lyst knows what sort of products have been interacted with in the past, and it knows what sort of my purchase history is, and it knows what I like, basically. It knows which influencers I follow, and it's based on all those pieces of information, it's going to start giving me recommendation on the best products that I could buy. I'm going to select a product that I like, and then I'm going to, based on the geolocalization of my phone, it's going to give me the availability that's around me. So I can go and straight away book that and then go and pick it up later in the store. On the same time, the store gets notified that I've pre-booked this product, and it not only prepares the order, but it also prepares a set of products that they could potentially cross-sell. And so when I get to the store, they'll not only offer me my product, but also some other stuff, and the sales representative will know me. Then when I finally get to the store and explore the different products and pick up mine, I pay for this. And in the end, I get back home, and let's say a couple of days later, you brands get in touch again to offer me some exclusive content. So in essence, how do we create this seamless experience? Well, it's by helping brands and retailers to optimize both worlds as one, and instead of thinking of them independently. And hopefully, thanks to that, we'll create the bridges between those two worlds that all the customers are looking for today. Thank you very much.